Hi, I'm Natalie. Welcome to my channel where I'll show you how to cook the most delicious and simple recipes for the whole family. You'll definitely find your favorite recipe on my channel. Come visit. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new delicious recipes. There are many delicious and interesting recipes ahead. Let's cook together. The holidays are coming, so today I want to share with you a festive 6-course dinner. We will have 3 versions of meatloaf: salmon steak with an incredibly tasty dressing, Greek salad, baked potatoes, 4 versions of very tasty and beautiful bruschetta, and also an appetizer, cheese balls. All these recipes are very easy to prepare and will not take you much time. Let's get started. Let's start with chicken rolls. We'll need chicken breast. It needs to be cut into 2 parts, as I show. Cover the meat with cling film and beat it on both sides about half a centimeter thick. This way the meat will be softer and it will be easier for us to roll up the rolls. Combine your favorite spices in plates. I have salt, black pepper, smoked paprika, dried garlic. Add oil, mix everything well. Grease our chicken breast on both sides with our spices. Next, prepare the filling. Finely chop the mushrooms, champignons, and onions. Fry in a frying pan over medium heat with the addition of oil until fully cooked for about 10 minutes. I will indicate all the ingredients for the festive table under the video in the description. For the second filling, we need to grate the cheese on a fine grater, add chopped garlic, mayonnaise, mix everything well. Let's start assembling our rolls. Put the cheese filling on and roll the roll as I show. Put the cheese filling on the next roll. Fried mushrooms and onions on top and roll the roll. For the third roll, put the cheese filling, roll the roll, and wrap it with bacon. The amount of filling depends on the size of the chicken breast. I needed 1.6 kilograms of chicken breast, 230 g of mushrooms, 1 onion, 300 g of cheese, 2 cloves of garlic, 7 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 200 g of bacon. Place the rolls on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and place in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 or 45 minutes until nicely golden. Our next dish will be cheese balls. For this we will need 3 boiled eggs grated on a fine grater. Grate the cheese on a fine grater. Next, we need to grate the crab meat on a medium grater. To make it easier to grate, freeze it for 1 or 2 hours before starting work. For 12 balls, we will need 3 eggs, 200 grams of cheese, 500 grams of crab meat. Put half of the crab meat in a plate of cheese and the other half in a separate plate. This will be our decoration. Add chopped garlic to the plate with crab meat and cheese. I added 2 cloves, you can add to your taste. Add 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Mix everything well. Next, using a teaspoon, form balls. The balls should be about the same size. Then we roll these balls in crab meat or in an egg. This is the beautiful and delicious snack we got. Next, I suggest you cook very tasty and aromatic potatoes in the oven. According to this recipe, the potatoes turn out crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. To do this, we need to wash the potatoes well and cut them into 4 pieces as I show. If your potatoes are larger, you can cut them into 5 or 6 pieces. Put the potatoes on to boil. After boiling, cook the potatoes for 5 or 7 minutes. Drain the water and let the potatoes cool. After the potatoes have cooled, add the spices: salt, black pepper, smoked paprika, dried garlic. If desired, you can add a little curry seasoning. Add oil. Mix everything well. Place the potatoes on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Place in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 to 50 minutes until fully cooked and a beautiful golden color. Next, I suggest making a beautiful bruschetta. They will decorate any festive table. We will need baguette bread. It needs to be cut into medium pieces. Place the bread on a baking sheet covered with parchment paper. Put it in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. You can also fry the bread in a frying pan over medium heat for about 1 minute on each side. We will also need tomatoes. We will also put them in the oven for 10 or 15 minutes until fully cooked. For the first version of bruschetta, we will need mozzarella cheese. Cut it into medium pieces. Put the cheese on the bread, then tomatoes, black olives, and a sprig of basil. Add some balsamic vinegar and Italian herbs on top. For the second bruschetta, cut the persimmon into 4 pieces, then into triangles as I show. Spread some cream cheese on the bread. I have the classic one. Put a couple of pieces of persimmon on top, and then prosciutto or jamon. Assemble the bruschetta as I show. You can also use a peach instead of persimmon. The third bruschetta we will have is with caramel, pear, and brie cheese. This is a very tasty combination. Cut the pear into thin slices, remove the pits. Fry the pear in a frying pan with the addition of oil until a beautiful caramel color. This will take about 1 minute on each side. Cut the cheese into medium pieces, place the cheese on the bread, put the pear on top, and add a little honey or maple syrup. For the fourth bruschetta, we need cream cheese. Spread it on bread. Put a piece of smoked salmon and a thin slice of cucumber. Sprinkle with ground black pepper on top. Next, we will prepare a very tasty salmon steak with orange sauce. In a plate, combine salt, pepper, honey, soy sauce. Mix everything well and grease our steaks on both sides. Cut the orange into 2 parts and pour the orange juice over the steak. Place the steaks on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Top with orange slices and a couple of sprigs of rosemary. Place in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. Our steaks are ready. They are very tasty, juicy, and aromatic. Our last dish will be a Greek salad with a very tasty aromatic dressing. For this, we will need sweet pepper, lettuce leaves, tomatoes, cucumber, red onion. All vegetables need to be cut into small squares. Let's make the dressing. In a plate, combine dried basil, dried oregano, a mixture of Italian herbs, olive oil, salt to taste, and a crushed clove of garlic. Mix everything well and assemble our salad. Put all the vegetables in a beautiful plate. Add black olives on top. Next, feta cheese and season with our aromatic dressing. Our salad is ready. Our festive table is ready. I hope you enjoyed my video. Bon appetit to everyone. Have a nice and happy holiday. Until next time, bye-bye.